If you're complaining about how North Carolina made it into the round of 68 over teams like West Virginia and others in the first four out, here's an explanation. Number one, if you're complaining about how Bubba Cunningham is allowed to be the athletic director of North Carolina and the head of committee, he has stated over multiple seasons that he does not be in the room present when they are speaking of North Carolina. He does not influence anything. He is professional about the fact that he is both, but he does not discuss North Carolina at all. He leaves the room. So it was never complained about before, so it shouldn't start to complain about it this season. Number two, remember last season when Indiana State, with a net ranking of 37, didn't make it in over Virginia, who had a net ranking of 51, and everyone complained about it. And Virginia proved they shouldn't have been in by losing by 30 in the first four. This is a correction of that last season, because North Carolina had a net ranking of 36 this season, compared to West Virginia, who had a net ranking of 51. This is an exact replica of what happened last season. Number three, if you're complaining about the 1-12 record in Quad 1 that North Carolina had, I understand it. I get it. 1-12 is not good. You want to know what's also not good? Having 3 Quad 2 losses compared to North Carolina's 0 Quad 2 and only 1 Quad 1 loss. Indiana didn't lose a single non-Quad 1 win, but they fired their head coach for a reason, and they had a net ranking of 54. Ohio State was closer to 500 than being closer to North Carolina's record, and they had a losing record in Quad 2. Boise State had 1 Quad 4 loss, 1 Quad 3 loss, and 2 Quad 2 losses. They're the only person that I would give a pass because they're close enough in net ranking to North Carolina to even be considered. This wasn't just a discussion of the 1-12 Quad 1. This was a discussion of multiple metrics used. And at the end of the day, North Carolina shouldn't be talked about this much because they had a good record. Yes, the Quad 1 is the only thing that jumps out. That's it. The only thing that people can complain about is Quad 1. Everything else has an explanation and a reasoning behind it.